Welcome to Fairbury TV.
Good morning.
It's cold Thursday.
It is very cold, isn't it?
I haven't even had coffee to warm up yet.
Hate the cold.
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm mad. I did not buy a Powerball ticket last night. And somebody from Nebraska won the jackpot.
How do you know you didn't get a Powerball ticket? I mean, you know you didn't go buy one, but Susan is supposed to be buying them for the office.
I told her she's not doing that anymore.
It's like nobody's doing that anymore?
I guess not.
Well, now I'm mad.
I know.
What was it, $355 million?
And I just had this feeling yesterday that I was going to win it. And I told myself, go get a ticket, and completely blew it off. So somebody has my ticket out there now.
You could have put up some cool Christmas lights.
Right?
Yeah.
I bought you a pretty dress to wear.
Yeah, how about that?
Could you imagine $350 million?
What? Okay, after taxes, it's going to be something like, I think, $174 to $180 million. And I understand that you can take that all in one lump sum or in payments. What would you do?
Absolutely, I would take the lump sum.
I would too. What would you do if you had 180? You would work harder?
Now, the first thing I've always thought I would do is take all my family on a really awesome vacation right away. Just paid for everybody's, paid for their salaries if they had to take off work. You know,
that's your first mistake. That's the first thing you would do.
Yeah.
No, that's your first mistake.
Why?
Because everybody always tells you if you come into a large sum of money, the very first thing you need to do is
go talk to a financial advisor.
Exactly. Number one, not tell anybody.
Yeah.
Number two, go talk to a financial advisor and get things set up.
We've talked about this a little before, but we'd probably have to move.
Well, I think you would have to move because I think the pressure of living in a small town would be too great.
That and all your distant family members that you didn't know you had would be calling. Hey, Cousin Freddie, can you spot me 10G?
I'm pretty aware of the distant family members that I have.
Well, they come out of the woodwork.
They do come out of the woodwork. So yeah, I think you'd have to move. Where would you move to?
I don't know. Probably stay in Nebraska because my kids are so little. But
I think you'd have to move.
I'd go to Kearney.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would have to move somewhere where somebody would least expect me to go.
Well, then you can't go to Florida.
Then I can't go to Florida. I could never go anywhere where it was warm because everybody knows how much I hate the cold.
So you'd have to go to Alaska.
Or I'd have to go to someplace where it was snowy all the time because nobody would ever expect to find me.
Go to Utah or somewhere up there where it's real pretty.
Then you'd have to live like a pauper. Because
not necessarily.
I don't know. I think having that kind of money would be a huge burden.
Yeah, but if you invested a lot of it and didn't actually have it on hand, put some.
Are you a charity person?
Oh yeah.
Would you be local charities or national?
Both.
Both.
I'd probably give to a children's organization and
I'm a big
relay for like St. Jude's.
I'm a big St. Jude's guy. Yeah, I always said if I ever came into a lot of money, I would give a good portion of it to St. Jude's.
I'd probably buy the Bonham, fix it up. Well, I wouldn't buy it. I would just donate all the money to get it fixed up and the bowling alley and all that. Get Fairbury going back.
Yeah, you know that's good too. But yeah, that's actually Fairbury misses that philanthropy person that we used to have. You know, because we used to have a great philanthropist in Fairbury who's no longer with us, and money to churches, money to schools, money to civic organizations, whatever they needed, they had, and it was a good thing. We don't have that now.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It is too bad. You know, I think we have kind of a vacuum in leadership. So, but that's another topic for a different show. But anyway, I guess we don't have to worry about it because
I would like to worry about it.
Apparently.
Are you tired of your space being wasted by those minimum quantity orders? Make those unneeded prints disappear at McBaddis. At McBaddis, we can print you anywhere from 1 to 100,000 items. This will save you space and keep your money in the bank instead of in the warehouse. McBaddis. We want to be your printer.
I really did not have much to talk about this week. my mind is blown by somebody stole my Powerball ticket.
That was your sole thing, was the Powerball ticket?
That and our bet.
Yeah. if you don't know what we're talking about on our bet, go to the Thursday sports show with Trevor and I, and there's just this crazy thing that
Go Cowboys.
go Packers, and if not, hopefully I get hit by a train.
The beer truck.
Hopefully I get hit by the beer truck, yes, hopefully. I thought you'd make me shave off half my mustache or something.
I didn't even think about that.
We can amend that. We can amend the bet to I have to shave half my mustache off
I
on
bet him that he
there.
has to wear a dress and he's acting like little Sally about it.
Well, of course. I mean, I know I have
How about Trevor has to shave half your mustache?
I'm okay
And
with
a little strip down the middle of your head? You'd rather do that than wear a dress?
Oh my God, yes.
Seriously?
I don't have much pride left,
Would you shave your whole head?
but I have a little bit of pride. Yeah, I suppose it would be better than
I don't know if we can go back on that.
going around as Frederica. I mean, wow, really. Anyway, one of the topics I wanted to talk about this week was annexation. There is a proposal before the Planning and Zoning Commission, which will go end up before the City Council, about,
When will it go to City Council?
I'm guessing it'll probably be January, February, about whether or not the area north of Fairbury, and I believe it includes Runza Co-op, Countryside Vet Clinic, and Ace Hardware, whether that should be brought into the city limits.
Why wouldn't it?
Well,
What's the benefits and the cons?
if you're a resident of Fairbury, the benefit is, you know, the tax base gets spread out a little bit more. Those businesses have to collect sales tax, city sales tax. If you're one of those businesses, the downside is you have to pay sales tax.
So is it everything north of Walmart then? Even those houses?
No,
and those
it's not. It's not the houses. I recall, and this will be a huge topic of controversy for our community because that area was tried to be annexed in twice before. Once in the early 1990s, and I actually was on the Planning Commission when that was tried. And at that time, we tried to annex in Wheelers, which was south of town, the sale barn, where Walmart is now, everything east, like where Sherbar's is, and all those houses. And that was brought into the city limits, and some residents got together and hired an attorney and took it to court and got it thrown out.
Wow.
So it's going to be kind of a hotbed topic. So it'll be interesting to follow that. I personally am pro annexation because you know, if your city's not growing,
Well,
it's going
exactly.
backwards.
And Fairbury is kind of leaning that way.
And
lately.
Fairbury's kind of leaning that way. I've always thought it ironic that, and I'll kind of pick on the people who live up in that Northgate development area. If you ask them where they live or where they're from, they'll tell you Fairbury, but they don't want to.
They're not.
But they don't want to be in the city limits. So it will be a controversial topic that, you know, we probably want to watch.
Hi, this is Grandma.
Hello, Grandma. I love you.
Hey, how's it going? How's the move? What's your room look like?
I'm gonna put a picture over there and over there.
What are you doing? Your room looks totally cool. And yeah, I think that's a good idea. Move the bed there.
I can't wait to see you. I miss you so much.
Diode Communications, making internet connections faster.
Christmas time.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
I've
This is kind of a sad Christmas for me every other year because my kids go with their dads, so
oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay.
You know,
We celebrate when they get back, so I get an extra week of planning, but I'm almost done.
I'm not a huge Christmas guy anymore because the kids aren't little, and you know, Freddie wants a 12-pack of beer and Katie a carton of smokes or something. I don't know, but
My kids are past the fun age where my littlest one, he's on the cliff about Santa, isn't quite sure whether he believes him or not, and I did the Elf on the Shelf this year. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Yeah, Elf on the Shelf is cool.
It's more fun for me, I think.
At my house, even if you didn't believe in Santa, you had to say you believed in Santa, or else you didn't get a gift Christmas morning.
That's how.
So it's like, okay, I still believe in Santa. And then that's all you had to do,
Yeah.
or else you didn't get anything.
Well, you got to keep it going for the little kids.
Sure. You know, it's, and I don't know what to get anybody anymore. I hate to give gift cards because they seem so impersonal.
Easy. My kids love getting gift cards.
Well, but you know, you go to unwrap your package and you see it's flat, thin, and 3 inches by 1.5 inches. Wonder what it could be. It's a gift card. Or money.
Better than socks and underwear.
I like socks and underwear.
Thank God.
I'm a big socks and underwear guy.
My dad is so funny. He gets a pair of tennis shoes every year for Christmas, and he's total goofball. And he'll go sneak out front when nobody's watching, and we're all sitting there, watching TV. He'll tap on the window, and he'll go run, show us how fast he is in his new shoes.
My dad, this was a gag at our house forever with my brother-in-law. My dad used to get this bottle of whiskey that was this tall every year. And his mom, my grandma, used to always have Christmas with us. Mm-hmm. And she was like a big temperance person and was totally against any form of alcohol.
Oh.
Her husband, like my grandpa, I mean, he liked whiskey too. So it must be a genetic thing. I don't know. And he was never allowed to have whiskey in the house, so
they brought the big.
Well, I'm talking about my grandpa now. He was never allowed to have whiskey in the house. So he would go get whiskey back in the 20s and 30s, wherever you got it in the 20s during Prohibition. And he would pour it in a gas can in the garage.
Oh, just suck out of the gas can.
Yeah, he had a metal gas can in the garage that had his whiskey in it because he wasn't allowed to have it in the house. And of course my mom didn't care if Dad had any, but grandma was just so dead set against it. And every year my brother-in-law would give my dad this giant bottle of whiskey, and everybody would say, they'd hand him his presents and stuff, and he'd be opening his presents, and he'd pick up the one that would go glug, glug, glug. And it would be like, oh, Grandma, look over there. Isn't that? And then she'd go, oh. Dad would go, and then hide it real quick.
Throw it in the gas can.
And then Grandma would say, what did you get, Fred? And he'd say, pair of socks. So the socks and underwear story reminded me.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny. So
my family always does gag gifts. My mom was a huge family, and all her brothers and sisters. It started out, nobody knew about it. I don't remember what the first present was, but my Aunt Terry sent one of the brothers and sisters a really nice Christmas card, and it had a big booger in it for one of her kids. And something like that started the whole thing, and now they try to come up with the most awkward Christmas gifts. You don't know if it's supposed to be a joke or real. There's a big bronze statue of something really ugly, and you're like, oh, thanks so much.
we used to have the naked lady clock.
Oh, jeez.
And bow, chicka, bow. It was this bronze lady that was this big, and she held a clock above her head, and she was just
naked.
Totally naked. And when the pendulum swang, she kind of did the thing like this.
Little boy's dream, huh?
Oh, it was awesome. The naked lady clock was great, and everybody got it as a gag gift,
Pass it around.
Yeah, and one of my brother-in-laws, he lives down in Dallas, and he got the naked lady clock, and he liked it so much he wouldn't give it up the next year.
Jeez.
So he still has a naked lady clock.
Oh, I bet Freddie would like that.
I like the naked. I like it.
Apple tree.
Exactly, apple tree, Cheetos up the nose. I guess that's kind of all I had for this week. It really wasn't a hugely. No, there is one other thing. Did you hear? There is a scientist out who speculates that we're really not living in a world, that this really isn't a world,
What is it?
that our entire existence is a video game.
Oh, jeez. You been watching too much Discovery Channel?
No, this was on Yahoo News.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that our whole existence is really a video game.
So he's
And
projecting what he actually wishes his life would be.
he's probably 35 years old, lives at home in his mom's basement.
Wore his thumbs off from playing video games.
Yeah,
too much.
war
There's so many people out there with these wacky ideas, but who knows?
If I'm in a video game, we need to run
Just kill me now.
either just kill me now, or please, make it be better,
Let us win the Powerball.
Yes. If I'm in a video game, let me win the Powerball.
Or not live in the cold area
Or
during
put me
winter.
in Chutes and Ladders or Candyland
I
or
love
something.
Chutes and Ladders. That was my favorite game.
No, I was a Candyland guy.
Yeah. Well, you get to wear your dress next Thursday, don't
I thought we
worry.
were shaving my mustache off.
I don't know. I like the original. We had to stick with it. We already shot the show.
Please, if we're in a video game, kill me before next Thursday.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.